I've been on a quest and I think I've purchased the ultimate rice. So the proof is in the review. Let's get to it. 20 kilo bag of what is marketing itself to be a very great rice. So I'm expecting good things, hence the 20 kilo. So we've got some Basmati rice. It's grade A, so absolutely maximum quality. It's 1121, so it's a hybrid of Basmatis to give very, very long grains, and extra large, which is absolutely great. And it's aged for 2 years too. Lal Qilla always use the same picture on all their rices. The last rice review I did was for Lal Qilla. It was pretty mediocre. Nothing wrong with it at all, but I'm expecting some great things from this, and it looks very promising, as we can see the cross section here. Just washed the rice thoroughly, about 2.5 cups, so we've got about 5 portions. We'll allow it to soak for 30 minutes. So that's the rice after soaking for half an hour, after having all the starch removed in the washing process. 3 times the amount of water, cold. It's better to cook wide than it is to cook tall, if you like. So I've got a nice wide angle pan. To that I'm just going to add a little pinch of salt, a tiny drop of oil, and just a little bit of lemon juice. We add the oil to get nice separate grains, keep the rice shiny. We use the lemon juice to keep the rice starch free. It almost cleans it and keeps a good colour, and the salt is just a little bit of seasoning for taste. So we're just going to allow that to come to a boil. Just come to the boil. We never boil rice, I just bring it to the boil just to get the temperature up. Turn your rice off to a minimal. I just want a little trickle of the bubbling like that, so it cooks nice and slow and patiently and gets the best results. If you're going to spend good money on rice, you need a good technique to cook it. For a few minutes, the rice is almost doubled in size, and stir it very gently, if at all. So there'll come a point when your rice has doubled in size, but it's not cooked yet. I like to put a lid on the pan, put it on the lowest heat possible if you weren't already using the lowest heat, and just let that simmer away. It's good to use a glass lid so you can see the rice, because you don't want to be opening lids because it loses the steam, loses the heat. So that's been about 2 minutes now, and let's have a look, and you can see it's really puffed up. Next I'm going to turn the heat off, and a further 2 minutes with the lid on. Been 2 minutes. Let's have a little look at the rice. So it's fully cooked. You can tell the resistance against the rice with the spoon. What I'm going to do is just carefully drain it. You don't want to stir it or do anything too vigorous with it. The rice is very delicate at this stage. So just drain it off. That rice looks very promising at the moment. Get as much water as you can off it. Sieve has stopped dripping. Now just to let the rice rest. It needs a good surface area to dry out slightly. So I'm not going to put the lid back on the pan. I'm just going to allow that to relax for a minute or two. So the rice is almost relaxed, as it were. Look at the length of grain. My hand's pretty big. Would I recommend the rice? I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's not quite as uniformed in size as you can see here. You get some nice quite long grains and a few that are a little bit shorter, but all in all a really good rice. Does anybody know any better rice? Please, answers in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up. Hope you've enjoyed the video, learned something from it, and check out my fried vegetable Indian rice video coming really soon.